been a while since I did a review, but today I'm just going to do a quick review of a overshirt that I bought from Reiss, the Marjon checked overshirt, wool overshirt. So I'm going to get right to it. I'm going to move past the first impressions because I mean the first impressions you probably would have seen what it looks like from the intro and standard kind of checked overshirt. And I'm going to move on to the positives because to say anything about it, I'm going to have to say this. I think the pattern and the kind of material texture on the outside, at least, is really nice. And the colors as well. I just think they're really versatile. Again, this is something you can make your own decisions on, really. But I'll try to show it in the light. It's very kind of, I think it'll blend with a lot of different types of clothes and stuff, which is why I was attracted to it. I was looking for this for a long time, actually. Like, it kept on selling out, both in Reiss and in kind of resellers. So I was quite happy when I actually managed to order it into John Lewis. So yeah, nice colors and patterns, with smooth material on the outside, pluses definitely. And then I also think the details are really nicely done. So, the stitching and everything like this. I mean, this is generally the case with clothes from there. That's why they're a bit pricey. But, you can see everything's just like nicely put together. It fits nicely between kind of a shirt and jacket kind of purpose. So, you can use it in different seasons. So yeah, fairly thick. I think this is more like autumn or spring thing. I won't do the part at the end about, about lifestyle uses this time, because I think it's just too tied in with this. Yeah, it's versatile in the sense that anywhere apart from kind of midsummer or midwinter, you could probably use this. And then I also think the buttons are really nice as well. These kind of silver pop buttons, or poppers, or whatever you call them. Yeah, they're very nice. Okay, so then moving on to the negatives. First negative I'd say is that I was actually surprised because of the feel of how smooth it is on the outside and stuff, how itchy it is on the inside. I think that I wouldn't really, and this kind of affects the versatility as well. I don't think I would wear it just with a t-shirt or something, because of the fact that it makes my arms feel so itchy, like that kind of woolly itchiness. It's not as smooth as it seems at all on the inside, which I found pretty surprising. Which again limits versatility as well. And then the main problem I have with this, and I'll put a little clip up on here so you can see, is that it's so, well, first, there's two things about the dimensions of it. I'm going to put it on here actually and see if you can see that, but you probably won't be able to because I'm sitting down. But first of all, I'm about 6'2" or just under 6'2". So, and I kind of kind of a standard build, I guess. But first of all, yeah, it's blocky. It's super blocky. This is a large, but I found that the medium was pretty much the same. Maybe a tiny bit less, but it really wasn't that different. And it's kind of it has absolutely no kind of tailored element at all. It's like a complete block. It goes straight down on the sides, and it's just way too wide. Just way too wide. I don't know who this was made for, basically, because I'm not exactly skinny, but it's just weird. And it didn't differ that much with the medium. And then the reason I went for the large as well is because of the fact that the other main problem I have with it, and this is probably the more main problem I have with it, is how short it is. It's just so short. See here? It's okay, so I'm fairly tall, I know. But, I think that even if you were kind of around the high 5 foot something, or even mid-high foot something, this is just going to be weirdly short. You can make something that's a bit longer, and it's going to suit people who are a bit shorter as well, because then, this sort of thing, it's an overshirt, it can hang a little bit low. But between the super wideness and the super shortness, and obviously the medium was even a bit shorter, so that's kind of why I went with this. I just don't really know who this is made for. It's made for a very specific body type, and I guess maybe I'm just not used to it because it's not what most of these brands usually cater for, but I just find it such a weird design choice to make it like that. It makes it just very, very ugly to wear, basically. So I'm gonna be sending this one back. And yeah, I wouldn't recommend it for most people, at least not if you're tall in any way or in any way slim, basically. Which is such a shame because it really is. It's just so nice. I was looking for it for ages, in all the sales and even before the sales and stuff like that. It's just something that I've wanted for a long time. So yeah, it's a shame. But to be fair, and this is in terms of the value for money thing. Well, I think that it would be worth the money if it was, if it fit properly and stuff. But basically, Yeah, it's usually, I think it was £128 on normal, and then on sale it was like 95 or something. And so if I, oh sorry, my phone's going. Yeah, if it fit and everything, if it was nicely tailored or whatever, then I probably would spend that on it because of the versatility and everything. But yeah, I can't justify that with such a bad fit and everything. So, well, I don't think it's value for money for me. Maybe if it fits you perfectly, yeah, because it's nicely made. And yeah, like I say, skip lifestyle and uses because I kind of covered it before. So I'm going to give this a, well, as an overall rating, I'm going to give this a 4, which again might seem kind of harsh, but no, sorry, I'm going to give it a 3 actually. Yeah, I'm going to give it a 3 because I just think that like design choices that bad, like should, I hope that the company, I don't know, gets feedback from other people or whatever, from reviews, and just doesn't do that again. Because, or maybe an option would be to do a long version. I think that would probably solve it, because if I could buy a medium long, okay, it might be a bit blocky, but less blocky than a large, and it would be long enough. I think that'd be a good solution to this, because okay, so if this does fit certain body types and stuff like that, that's fine, but it's just so out of the norm that either I think they should, yeah, change overall, or at least offer a long version, so like it's not basically for anyone over, I guess, 5'10". I would just not recommend this. Yeah, so to make it more like that. So anyway, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10 because to me it's basically unwearable, and I just think it's such an unusual and weird design decision. So yeah, they've made what's undoubtedly a nice piece of clothing, and that's reflected in the popularity and how much it sells out and stuff, and then just basically completely ruined it with incredibly weird dimensions. So yeah, that's a quick review of this. I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful, and please like and subscribe.